My name is Sri Lakshmi. I am from Informatica GCS team. In this video, we will see what network traces are and particularly TCPdump and how TCPdump is helpful for us for troubleshooting network issues. This is the agenda for this video. So first we will see what is a network trace and a TCPdump, how to collect TCPdump, and then we will discuss two use cases. The first one is how to debug an SFTP connection error in cloud, and the next one is how to debug an SFTP connection test delay in cloud. So what is a network trace and TCPdump? A network trace is like a detailed log of all the data that travels over a network. It captures packets, and each packets contain information about where it is coming from, where it is going, what kind of data it is, and when it was sent. TCPdump generates network traces by recording the packets as they pass through a specific interface. TCPdump is typically in PCAP format and can be analyzed using Wireshark. This TCP command is for Linux, and Wireshark can be used to collect packet capture for Windows. How to collect TCPdump? These are the basic commands which you can use to collect packets using TCPdump command. The first one is the most basic one. It is TCPdump -i eth0. So eth0 is the name of the interface which is given. -i is for the interface option. You can use -i any as well if you are not aware which interface you need to provide for this command. So once you collect it for all the interfaces, later you can collect it using the IP or the host name. So the first command TCPdump -i eth0 will collect the packets and will show you it in the screen. It will be difficult for us to analyze the packets that way. If we get it written in a file in a PCAP format, then it is easy for us to open it in a Wireshark and analyze it. So -w option can be used to write the packets into a file. And suppose if the network is busy, as in there are a lot of packet transfers that are happening from and to a particular server, collecting TCPdump on that over a period of time will create a huge TCPdump file. It will be difficult to open in Wireshark or to be sent across to us. In that case, we can filter it. We can actually filter it using the host name as well as a port number as well as a port protocol. So there are different options available. So here I have given an option with host. So it will collect packets which are going to and coming from this host on that particular server. Okay. Now we can move on to the next slide. Here we'll discuss the first use case, which is SFTP connection error. This is the cloud console. Let me log in. In administrator, let's go to the connections tab. In the connections tab, I have created a connection for a VM, SFTP connection. This is the SFTP connection that is created. Let's test the connection and see if it is connecting fine. Okay, it failed with this error, connection refused. So in this case, the easiest way to check is using telnet with the hostname and the port number to see if the SFTP service is running, if some service is running in server listening on port 22, or if the server itself is up. So there are some basic tests that we can do using telnet commands, SFTP direct command, etc. But now as we are showing the TCPdump command, I'll first collect TCPdump and then show you how we can analyze it. Okay, so to collect TCPdump, first we need to log into the secure agent. This is my secure agent. So here I am going to execute the TCPdump command. So TCPdump -i any -w SFTP error dot pcap, and that's all. So now the TCP dump command is running. Now let's replicate the issue. I'll execute test connection again. Now let's go back to the putty session and stop this TCP dump command. Now let's download it. This is the one, and let me open it in Wireshark. Okay, so I have opened the SFTP error pcap file in Wireshark. So now we need certain things to analyze the TCP dump. The first will be the IP address. So here from the secure agent, I tried connecting to another SFTP server. Let's get the IP address of the SFTP server and search it here first, here in the search tab. So this is the IP address. So this is actually pretty simple. This issue is pretty simple. You need not collect TCP dump for this issue, but I am just giving a demonstration on how to collect TCP dump in case any similar issues happen, any similar network issues happen. So you need to first run the TCP dump command, replicate the issue, stop the TCP dump, and open it in the Wireshark. So here it is very clear that the destination is unreachable. That's why we got this error. So from the secure agent machine, which is .21, this machine, we tried accessing, we tried a SYN command. So the TCP communication starts with SYN and then SYNAC and ACK, right? So the first SYN was sent to the SFTP server, for which we were not able to reach it. So we got this error, destination unreachable. So we will have to check with the SFTP server and see if there is any firewall which is blocking any incoming connection to the port 22, or if this SFTP service itself is running in that server, and so on. Okay, next we will move on to the second use case, which is TCP test connection delay. So the second use case is SFTP connection test delay in IACS. So let's try to test the connection now. It is taking quite a while to finish the test connection process. This much delay is not expected, so we need to debug why this much delay is observed. So for that, we will need to wait for this connection test to return and then collect TCP dump in the next try. Okay, now let's run the TCP dump command. Executed the TCP dump command. Now let's test the connection again. Okay, so we got the result. The test connection was successful, but it took a lot of time. So let's go back and stop the TCP dump command. Let's download this file. And let's open this in Wireshark. So here again, Let's search with the same IP. The connection has completed. We see a FINAC. We see a proper SYNC everything went through. Key exchange happened. The protocol, we can see the client protocol version, server protocol version. Key exchange happened. And then the data exchange, the exchange of data. Other things have also happened, but there was a delay. For that, let's go to the first column. Either the arrival time you can check, or we can configure a column called delta. So I have a column called delta here. So the delta is basically the time difference between two packets. So if we notice here, if we see here, after this packet, which is coming from, this is from server. So the dot 89 is where I'm trying to connect to. That is SFTP server, and dot 21 is the secure agent. So after this packet, which was sent from the server to the client, for the next packet to be sent from again from the server to the client, we see a delay of 41 seconds. So this is unexpected. This is a problem. So this 41 seconds caused the whole delay. Again, it shows an issue with the server, right? So it is a server which took 41 seconds to respond to the secure agent. So let's go and see what is happening at the server side. So this is the SFTP server. So if you check here, see the load average. The load average is too high. The server is very much loaded, so that it is taking quite a while to respond to the request. It is taking quite a while to process the request coming in, because the CPU is busy. So that is why it is this issue, this delay is happening. So this is one example use case which I took. It can be due to a lot of reasons. It can be some issue in the proxy. If there is a proxy in between, it can be an issue with the firewall. It can be some settings with the SFTP server itself. So basically, a TCP dump can be used to identify where the issue is, and sometimes based on the error message or the error codes, we can kind of identify the type, what type of issue is happening as well. Okay, so these are the two use cases that I wanted to show. So moving forward, so we have a number of KB articles which explains very well how to collect TCP dump. So there are times when the issue happens intermittently, where we cannot replicate the issue according to our will, or where the issue happens very randomly. In that case, we cannot have the TCP dump command running all the time, writing into one particular file, because we need to keep in mind the space issues as well. So in those cases, we can roll over the TCP dump capture file. We can roll over. So all these options are clearly explained in this KB article, so you can have a check. Also, you can let us know your feedback. Thank you so much for your time.